Okay, dude, do your intro.
Well, hello everybody. Welcome back to the channel. And we have just left the movie theater watching the new film, the new release film, Aquaman. I have a good friend of mine here, Craig Smith. And another thing I will mention is that this is the very first time that we've gone and done any sort of a movie review both together at all, and the first time any of us have gotten back up to do movie reviews for the channel here since the passing of Joe. So it was a little bit emotional going to the theater, but we got to continue the cycle, right? So I'll let you start off, Craig. You can start off. Just start talking about the movie. Say what you think.
Absolutely. Just want to quick shout out to Joe. I know you're around. We felt you down at the corner all the time. It's awesome. So right on, Joe. Right here, bro. Just saw Aquaman, man. I really wish you were there with us, man, but I don't want to get all teary and shit, so let's just keep moving. It was epic. It was a lot more than I expected. It was more than just the Aquaman I knew as a kid, like from the original comic strip series and the animated series that I used to watch back in the 70s.
Yeah, my mom was just talking about that
Yeah, it
too,
was awesome. I love
yeah.
the 70s stuff. So Aquaman was always my favorite, so I was a little biased. The best thing I felt about the movie, other than the visual, which was just stupidly amazing, I would definitely go back and see that again. I would highly recommend it, maybe on a few mushrooms. That would be amazing. Because the visual, well, truly, the visuals are spectacular. But what really struck me, it was the plot of the movie, and there's got to be at least 7 subplots to the movie. Compared to Marvel comic movies, it's just so cookie cutter. This completely breaks the mold. It had a little bit of Lord of the Rings in it. It had sort of times of medieval times in it in terms of the theme. It was amazing. I loved it. I enjoyed it. It was non-stop action. Again, the visuals were incredible. We stayed behind because we're both credit junkies. We watched the credits, and the credits were what they were. 5, 6, 7 minutes of credits.
Yeah, I mean, they went for a while, and just like they had at least 3, 4 columns going solid, packed with different names and different positions all the time.
But and in hearing comments from people leaving the theater,
yeah,
they were blown away.
Yeah.
Not that that affects my review, because they're just sheep, but that's just my political comment on other people. It was awesome. Really enjoyed it. Kirk, what do you think?
Yeah, well, the first thing, I really liked the movie just on the whole as a grand sort of a idea of how I thought of the whole thing. But the first thing I'm going to say right off the hop, though, is, and I said this to you in the theater, and I've mentioned this before in other movie lists that I've done and stuff like that on YouTube, is that one of my favorite genres of film altogether, like just in general, is adventure movies. I love the olden days they tended to make more adventure movies, and even into the 90s and early 2000s, like it was dwindling them, but they were still doing it right. But back in the day, especially, they made lots of adventure movies, and as you all know, any of you that watch this channel, like one of my favorite film franchises of all time is Indiana Jones,
which I had mentioned during watching the movie. There are some scenes there where I referenced Indiana Jones, a couple of the Indiana Jones movies, in terms of the action sequences and kind of the hidden themes. Now, I'm sure the director or the writers or whoever had influence on it was definitely affected by those movies.
Yeah.
So it was nice to see that come back into, my God, we're into 2019 now, which is insane.
Yeah, because they don't make as much movies like that anymore, so I always celebrate when one is more reminiscent of how those
absolutely. So I definitely think there were some homages there where some people may notice them, some may not. It doesn't matter, because they're trying to true. The end result is an awesome movie. Sorry, Kirk, I'm taking over.
All the underwater stuff was fantastic, and the CGI was great. Like, I think that's going to be one of the things that everybody talks about, was the visual effects and the CGI. And as we see, there was tons of companies, including Industrial Light and Magic.
Yeah, go Canada.
No, yeah, totally.
Industrial Light and Magic.
Yeah.
Rocked it.
Yeah.
And my God, it was almost kind of like Star Wars, but underwater.
No, yeah.
Totally crazy.
Yeah. But another thing I'm going to mention is the actual locations, and again, we noticed that in the credits too, all the different places that the film took place, like
Morocco,
Italy,
Newfoundland. Yeah, Newfoundland.
But I found this, like, the cinematography and just the images of the different towns, villages, and countrysides and all of that, and even when they were in the desert, wherever that was, there, like, I found, like, it, like, I mean, for a superhero movie, just for a superhero movie, for a really mainstream movie like that, I found that there was quite a lot of artistic kind of touch into just the regular cinematography of just buildings and towns and, as I said, countrysides and stuff like that. Right?
Yes, there was, you go from the surreal world of the comic book strip, but it crosses over into, on some scenes, kind of daily life, give you that feeling of reality. So, in terms of comic book movies, I wouldn't even put it under that category.
No,
which was a pleasant surprise to me because, yeah, I've seen all the comic book movies and they're interesting, but they really just seem to be the same stuff rehashed over and over. This was just new and fresh and incredible. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a lot. It definitely pulled a lot. It traveled across a lot more grounds than some Marvel movies did, and even some DC movies. Like, it just, for a superhero movie, it had a lot more in it than you'd expect.
Absolutely.
From that genre.
Absolutely. I give it a solid. Do you rate, like,
I
1
do,
to 10 or?
Well, you can rate it however you personally want. I choose to do, like, the school rating, like I do, from D all the way up to A+.
Okay.
And you can choose
Gotcha.
however form
I
you
usually go 1 to 10. I will give that a rock solid 8.5.
Really, eh?
Rock solid.
Okay, well, I'm going to give mine a B-.
B-,
Yeah.
okay. I
So,
think that's about
it's pretty much the same. It's
pretty close.
It's up there. Yeah, well, I mean, just imagine if you were at school and you made a report and the teacher put B- on it, you'd think it's pretty good, right?
It's a great escape movie. I mean, personally, my favorite movies are really smart dialogue and acting skill and stuff that just really hits you, whether it's emotional, whether it's violence, whether it's love, hate, whatever. There's a bit of that in there, and of course there's the catty one-liners, and that's expected in all adventure movies, action movies, and it nailed all of them. So it's not my favorite genre, but it's up there. So 8.5 is a pretty big rating for me. Just saying.
Yeah, no, that sounds like a good rating, man.
Right on.
Yeah, and before we leave,
Ooh, there's prizes.
Yes, we have to give a quick shout out here because Craig Smith here is also a YouTuber and he is running a YouTube channel as well. His channel's called Tunes Lover, and I'll let you give a little quick spiel about how
Tunes Lover, I really haven't paid much attention to it lately, but I might be a little bit more attentive to it if I start getting viewers. And I'm sure our material here might increase viewership. That's cool. You can catch me there, no problem. It's TUNZ, and then the word lover. I'm a lover, not a fighter, but I will fight for love. Hello, peace out. So Tunes Lover, check it out. Back to you, Kurt.
Yeah, well, that's about it. But yeah, well, another thing that people, another thing that you might seek interest in his channel for too is that he's got music videos of Joe as well as other musicians on the street corner as well.
Tons of music videos.
Yeah,
yep.
That's his whole thing, right?
I'm big into music, so come check it out. If you're a musician or know musicians and want to throw me some material, I'll be more than happy to post that for you.
Thank you very much for watching, guys.
Peace out.